Okay, what's up, rock stars? It's Frank Calabro Jr. and welcome to the review video. I'm going to be doing a review video, and this is going to be for February 2019. We're going to talk about our crypto hybrid ecosystem called Hashing Ad Space. And as you can see, I'm going to pull up the calendar here. You can see that it is Friday. It is March 1st, 2019. Okay, so February is in the books. And I wanted to share some things with you, and some of this stuff is quite exciting. A couple things I'm going to share in this video, so pay close attention to this. You're gonna really like this. Now I'm in my back office right here, and I presently have 333 Asimi, and Asimi is our utility token. It is our cryptocurrency that we use. And what can we do with this Asimi? Well, there's a couple things we can do with this Asimi. Number one, I could send it over to my wallet. We use Waves, okay? We use the Waves decentralized wallet platform over here. I could send my Asimi over to this wallet. That's one of the things that I could do. And I could exchange it on the open market, okay? I could exchange it for Bitcoin or what have you, okay? That's one of the things that I could do with it. But I don't want to do that, but it's one of the things I can do with it. Another thing that I can do with it is this Asimi. Is I can purchase advertising on this platform. I can purchase banner ads, okay? And I can purchase what they call up here minting ads. And up here in this right-hand corner where it says start minting ads, let me actually drop this down, ad minter advertising or banner advertising, okay? Now, there's also some additional products that are coming soon. Now, this advertising is powerful, especially this ad minter advertising. Okay, and there's going to be login ads and also some other things coming. And the reason it's so powerful is because you're advertising to a 100% buyer's list. A buyer's list. And guys, it's no secret, I became rich because I advertised to a buyer's list. And I built an email marketing list from buyers. It's no secret. I've been talking about this for years, and this is why I have always loved the traffic exchange model, but this is so much different. This is a cryptocurrency ecosystem. There's a lot going on here. The main product here is advertising, but there's more to it than that, which I'll do my best to explain in this video. Now, okay. So I've got 333 Asimi. Now, okay, now one thing I can do is I could take it over to the exchange and I can, I guess, cash out, so to speak. Okay, but that's not what I want to do. I can also buy advertising, and I've already spent over $5,000 in USD. Actually, I used Asimi, but over $5,000 in USD. I purchased advertising over here, and campaign statistics. I'm trying to see, the transactions. Maybe it's in transactions. Well, yeah, but my transaction history is going to be pretty crazy. I don't think I want to dig into that. But I purchased a $5,000 package because I understand how powerful this this advertising is, guys. I mean, why would someone throw down $5,000 and to advertise if they weren't going to make that back, probably 3x or 4x or 5x or 6x. Listen, guys, I want to explain something to you. I built a buyer's list, and I started building this buyer's list about 5 years ago. And those leads ended up being worth $155 each in future sales. Okay. And grab your calculator and figure that out. $155 each, okay? That's what these leads ended up being worth. And I generated 2,700 leads, buyer's leads, so say times 2,700, times 2,700. That equals $418,000 in future sales, okay? Results may or may not be typical, but a lot of my friends that did the same thing experienced very similar results, okay? So you professional advertisers out there, I don't even have to convince you. I'm preaching to the choir. You know how powerful it is to advertise in front of a buyer's list. Okay, you get it. It's the most highly qualified, highly targeted traffic that you can put your products and services in front of. Okay. Now, another thing I can do with my Asimi is we use a hybrid. I call this a cryptocurrency hybrid ecosystem because we use something called proof of stake and proof of work. Now, proof of stake is, you guys can look this up, do your own research. Coins like Dash and Neo and Pivx and others, what they do is they say, listen, you've got X amount of Dash, for an example, and you could take that wallet and you can run a master node and you can lock up that currency, meaning you're not going to spend it. You have to lock it up. And if you lock it up, we'll reward you for locking it up because you're helping add stability to the network, and you're taking that cryptocurrency out of circulation, guys. Do you see what they're doing? Why they're rewarding this proof of stake model? And listen, I know I'm explaining this in general terms, but research it, guys. It's fascinating. Now, there's also proof of work coins like Bitcoin, for example, which most people are familiar of. Most people don't understand how it works, but most people have heard of it at this point. Most people don't even own Bitcoin yet. Imagine that. And it's been around for 10 years. But here's what I can tell you about Bitcoin. In simple terms, once again, it's a bunch of computers all across the globe that are competing against one another to validate a transaction. Somebody spends Bitcoin. There's a bunch of computers all across the globe. They're called miners. They're competing to validate that transaction. And the computer that validates the transaction the fastest is awarded new Bitcoin. It's called mining Bitcoin, guys. Okay? All right. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stake my wallet, meaning I'm going to click right here on Asimi stake. I'm going to lock up my coins. Now, I want to be very clear about this. I'm not buying anything. All I'm doing is taking my Asimi off the street, okay? And I'm going to be able to mint more Asimi. And this will make sense in just a moment, but let's just walk through the process so you can see it. Then I want to share some real exciting updates with you guys. I want to show you guys some really cool stuff that's going on here. Okay, so an Asimi stake is 59.90 Asimi at the time this video is being made, and my available balance is 333. So if we take 333 and we divide by 59 or 60, okay, I'm not buying anything. I can stake. I can create 5 Asimi stakes. Now, what's going to happen, guys, over the course of the next 365 days, I'm going to get 100% of my Asimi back. Okay? So all I'm doing is taking this Asimi off the street. I'm locking it up. I'm staking the network. And by doing so, I'm going to read the risk disclaimer. Okay? By doing this, I'm going to be able to mint new Asimi. Now, some of you crypto people will understand the term forging. And once again, coins like Dash, Neo, Pivx, etc., that use the proof of stake model to validate the network, they're actually forging new coins. Okay, the coins are actually already created, but by using the proof of stake model, you're able to participate in basically collecting new coins by staking your wallets. In simple terms, guys, and if I'm not explaining it correctly, just do your own research, okay? I'm just explaining it the best way that I know how. I don't consider myself to be an expert at this stuff, but I am most definitely a cryptocurrency enthusiast. Been involved with cryptocurrency for, 3 years now, and I'm just absolutely fascinated by it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stake 299 of my Asimi 0.53, and over the next 365 days, I'm going to be paid back a little bit of my Asimi each and every single day. All right? Now, I'm going to get 100% of my Asimi back over the next 365 days. Okay, now here's the exciting part. Let's click on dashboard. I just bought 5 steaks of Asimi, 5 steaks. And that'll load up in the dashboard, and you'll actually see my number should have went up, which we'll just verify here in just a moment. Okay. And here it is. I can now have 219. I can mint 219 because I have 219 steaks. I can potentially mint 219 times. Each steaks allows me to mint 1 new ad. So I'm going to click on this button up here, start minting ads. And I do this every single day, guys. Every single morning I do this. Actually held off this morning because I wanted to show you guys this video. And for some reason, an advertisement is not popping up in here at the moment. Maybe the link is broken. I'm going to hit complete ad mint. I'm going to hit next ad. Now what we're doing, guys, is something must be wrong with my browser. Firefox acts crazy sometimes. I probably should switch over to Chrome. But what I'm doing, guys, is I'm minting new ads, okay? And for each and every single ad, and you can see there's a countdown timer of 7 seconds. What happens is, and I've got to do this a total of 219 times to get full benefit of this. Now, if I don't view all of my ads, it's no big deal. I don't lose any of my Asimi, okay? I'm going to get paid back all of my Asimi. Now, if I don't mint for the day, it simply means at the end of the 365 days, I get my Asimi back anyway. So all that Asimi, I'm going to get it back anyway, guys. But the benefit of minting ads is, oh, here it goes. Here it goes, guys. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't have it. I didn't scroll up. Okay, now the ads are starting to display. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulty. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm using Firefox at the moment, and I always use Chrome when I'm minting my ads. I switch back and forth all the time. I didn't realize which browser I was on when I turned the camera on here. But by minting ads, what we're doing here is I'm going to use the word forging. We use the word minting. We're minting new Asimi, guys. Okay? And the cool thing about this is your advertisements that you put in here, buyers are looking at this stuff, guys. So I put some powerful stuff over here, guys, okay? You guys know I'm into creating marketing systems and all that kind of cool stuff. And, you know, I put videos in here that play automatically and all kind of cool stuff like that. And, you know, I've got some funnels that I supply to my teams that they can put in here and advertise that are pre-built, okay? But you can advertise whatever the heck it is that you want to advertise over here. But just remember, this is a buyer's list, and you put something up here that's really powerful, really impactful. You could build a very powerful email list, and it doesn't take a lot of emails to make you rich, as I have proven to the whole world, guys. I have proven to the whole world. I got rich off an email list of about 2,700 subscribers, and they were buyers, and then it just went up from there, okay? But what I'm doing is I'm minting new Asimi by doing this. Now, we're going to take a look at the white paper here in just a moment. Okay, we're just going to go back. We're just going to go back. We're going to close this out for right now. I'll finish this later, okay? I'll finish this later. Now, let's see if this is still open. The waves is still open. We're going to look at this in just a moment because I'm going to show you something that's going on over here that you're definitely going to want to see. I just wanted to make sure this is loading. It doesn't close out on me. Okay. So you can see I minted 9 of my 219 mints for the day. I still have to finish and complete another 210, right? Pretty simple stuff, guys, right? Now, by doing so, let's pull up the white paper. Every time I read this thing, I get more excited, man. This thing is just remarkable. It's amazing. It's pure genius. And I can imagine people that read the original white paper for Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto wrote must have been pretty excited. And this is just as exciting, guys. And the thing that, and read this a couple times, guys. I would read this a couple times, this white paper, and perhaps I can link to this below. But the thing is, what you're going to want to do is really read this and understand what is going on here. Asimi, and I've got this written down in a notepad. Actually, let me just pull up my notes. Asimi minting allocations are 17,000 438 Asimi per day. What does that mean? It means that that is the maximum amount. That's the total amount. That is the amount of Asimi that is going to be minted each and every single day. And this is going to go on for a period of 4 years. Okay. So there's 17,438 new Asimi basically being created each day. Some of you may call it forging. Some of you proof of stake crypto junkies, right? We'll call it forging. We call it minting. But that's how many new tokens are coming into circulation per day. Now, how many of those would you like to have per day, right? For me, it's as many as possible, okay? Because we're in the early days. We just started this thing, man. Can you imagine when Bitcoin got started? How much Bitcoin would you want? Well, it's not really worth that much, man. I don't want that much Bitcoin. But knowing what you know now, you want as much Bitcoin as you can get, don't you? Right? So here we are in the very early days of a cryptocurrency ecosystem. There's 17,438 new Asimi that's available, that's coming into circulation per day. How much of it do you have? Well, that depends on a couple factors. Number one, how much Asimi do you have staked? The more Asimi that you have staked, the more new Asimi that you're going to basically qualify for each and every single day, as long as you mint new Asimi, okay? And as you can see, every 4 years, this is going to drop in half. So the 17,438 is going to drop down. I just rounded it off down to 8,719 per day. Then if you fast forward 4 years again, it's going to drop down to 4,359 per day. Now, if you're a cryptocurrency enthusiast, you understand this. The light bulb already went off. You understand that now, the first 4 years, you want to accumulate as much of this as possible, this cryptocurrency, okay, this utility token, okay? Here's how I want to show you guys something pretty remarkable. I want to get into some of the results for February 2019, okay? My results may not be typical, guys. I don't really know because I'm not really paying attention to what anybody else is doing. I really don't know what's going on with other people. These are my results. My results may or may not be typical. I don't know, guys. I don't have a clue. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Okay. Asimi stakes. I've gained 219. You guys just watched me buy 5 more, right? So I've gained, or actually I have 219 right now. I got 219 right now, Asimi stakes. And for the month, I increased that by 148, okay? So my balance went up 148. This was my final balance as of today, which you guys just seen, okay? As of March 1st, there's my balance. Total Asimi minted, you guys just seen the screen. I was in my back office. 5,228 Asimi actually minted for the month of February. That's an increase of 4,861.73 Asimi for the month of February. Personal referrals, people that I invited into the network, 1,170. That increased 582 for the month of February. That's personal referrals, okay? People that I've told about this cryptocurrency ecosystem, okay? Now, here's something I really want you guys to see, and I want this to sink in. And then I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your minds, guys. Look at the last couple of days here. Look at my Asimi right here. That's how much new Asimi I minted for the day, 144. Now, remember, there's 17,438 available per day. That's going to be coming into circulation if you qualify, if you mint. Totally optional. You don't have to mint. You can just be a customer and buy advertising, guys. The advertising is awesome. I threw down $5,000 and bought advertising. And listen, you don't get, there is 50% referral commissions for buying advertising. Okay. But that's it. It's a straight up. You want to buy the advertising? You get my sponsor gets a 50% commission. Okay. 50%. So think about this. I spent $5,000 on advertising. My sponsor got $2,500 commission paid to them in Asimi. How awesome is that? That's pretty incredible, right? It's pretty awesome right there, right? But that's it. I mean, that's it. That's the way that the advertising product works as far as commissions go. Okay. Now, when I stake Asimi, I'm not buying anything. I'm just locking up my wallet. that allows me to mint new Asimi. You guys getting this? I know the light bulb's going off. I know you guys, some of you are jumping up and down exciting. You're starting to understand this, especially if you're brand new, like researching this thing or looking at it. Now look at the next day. It jumped up to 246. It jumped up to 265, 255, 260. Do you see my Asimi is going through the roof? Why? A couple reasons. Number one, I'm gaining more stakes, meaning I'm locking up more Asimi, which is allowing me to mint more Asimi. Some of you crypto enthusiasts might call it forging. Means the same thing, right? Well, it may not mean the same thing, but it works the same way, is the way I should have said it. Okay, now, also, all the freebie people, we allowed people to come in and mint for free. They've been like booted out, okay? They've been, listen, you could come in and mint for the last few months, whenever this thing got started, and I've only been involved for 56 days is when I got started. I heard about this thing for a while, and I was like, I don't know if I want to look at this thing. But then when I found out Luke Millard was the CEO, then I became very interested. I've known Luke for at least 5 years, and I've always been fascinated with his work. And we've actually teamed up together on other projects in the past. And once I found out he was the CEO, I'm like, well, I'm going to take a look at what he's doing. I'm not going to do it, but I want to take a look at it. And 9 hours later, I was still looking at it. I was still taking notes. I was still reviewing. I was still doing my research. I was still doing my own due diligence. And you should do the same, guys. I just couldn't even pull away from this thing. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. This is incredible. This is awesome. This is fascinating. And if you go through the white paper and go through everything, you might think the same thing, okay? So as you can see, my Asimi is increasing every day, and I want to get as much of this 17,000 Asimi as possible. Now, what I can do with my Asimi, I'm going to buy more advertising. I'm going to stake more Asimi. My strategy, you can come up with your own strategy because this is brand new. We just got started here, guys. My strategy is to build up as much Asimi as possible, okay? All right, let's go back over to the waves. Now, I want to show you guys something that's going on over here. Let me refresh this. I just want to make sure that we're logged in and that it didn't log us out or nothing like this. Now, here's where we buy Asimi, okay? Let's let this thing load for a second. Hopefully it's not timed out. And I want to show you guys something. This is going to be quite fascinating. What we got here right now going on is a buyer's market. Now, I want you to see the date again, because by the time you see this video, I don't know when you're going to see this video. What I'm going to show you might be outdated, like the information might be outdated. I'm just showing you what's going on at this particular moment in time. Man, is this thing loading? Is this live? I hope this thing is working. You see, guys, I see the loading screen. I'm not sure if I'm connected. If it times out on us, I'll log back in. I think, okay, we are connected because everything just loaded. Something went wrong. I'm probably timing out because I've been inactive. If you keep this open after so long, we actually show you how to set this up on your desktop. If you keep this open too long, it just times out on you, and it logs you out is all it does. And I'm thinking I was logged out because I was talking instead of being in here. Okay, now, you can see the last price of Asimi, 0004398, okay? And the red, these are all the sellers, okay? And the blue are all the buyers. Now, this is a buyer's market, okay? Let me. This is exciting now for people like me. This is real exciting, especially if you want to buy a whole bunch of Asimi and then stake that Asimi or buy advertising with it or do whatever you want to do with it. But the thing is, I want as much Asimi as possible, right? So the last price, let's just look that up, 0004398. How much was Asimi selling for? 4398. I got an extra zero in there. So Asimi selling for about $1.67 per Asimi. And listen, in my view, this is only my opinion, anything below $2, man, this is as cheap as it gets, man. It's a buyer's market. It's a wholesale Asimi in my view. Once again, do your own diligence. Come up with whatever you want to come up with, okay? But you can see the price is $1.67, okay? Now, come on now, load up again. Load up. Here we go. What in the heck, man? Maybe we should close that out and just start over. Let me open this back up, guys. Let me open this back up. Because I just think I'm timed out. Let's let the application load. Let's log back in. And also, I'm wondering if I'm having some bandwidth issues that's affecting this. Okay. Now, you can see there's not a lot of buy orders in here at the moment, okay? At this moment in time. This person's trying to buy 5 Asimi, 3, 18, 47, 19, 3, 29, 167. There's not a lot of big orders in here, right? There's a few, 618 Asimi, 199, 127 Asimi, 100 Asimi. There's some orders, but look at the sellers. There's more sellers right now than buyers. This excites me. This excites me big time, man. Why? Because when everyone's selling, you want to be buying, right? Absolutely. And when everyone's buying, you want to be selling, okay? Now, I don't give a crap about the trading game. Buy and sell and sell. Oh, I don't give a crap about all that. But right now, it is a buyer's market, meaning you can come over here and grab Asimi at wholesale prices because all these people are trying to sell it. And a lot of these people, they're the freebie seekers. Like, look at this guy. He's selling 9 Asimi. 9 Asimi at 0.43999. What does that come out to? What is that? 4.399, whatever. He's trying to sell 9 Asimi times $1.68. What is that? 9 times 1.68. He's trying to sell $15 worth of Asimi. Is $15 going to make you rich? That's insanity, guys. It's pure insanity, all these people that are selling this Asimi. And the reason it's pure insanity is because they should be taking this Asimi. They should be taking this, going back over here to hashing ad space. They should stake that Asimi, lock it up for 365 days, and mint more Asimi so they can get a piece of the 17,000 Asimi that are minted per day. Do you see what's going on, guys? We just got started over here, and these people are already trying to make $15.12. But you know what? The person that needs that $15.12, they're probably leaving our community. They probably need the $15.12. I'm just going to give it to them, guys. I'm just going to buy it because I really don't care, right? You guys want to... So people like me come over here and say, okay, 80, you're going to sell me 80 Asimi for 4.398. I'm going to click on it. It's going to load up right here. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it right now. I'll buy Asimi all day long, guys. 9 Asimi. You want to sell your 9 Asimi for $15? I'm going to click on it. I'm going to buy that too. There's your 9 Asimi. You see it loaded up down here. Let's give that another second. Hit the buy button. I think my bandwidth might be affecting this platform because I've never seen it do this before. Okay. This person wants to sell 123 Asimi. You can see right here. See the orders down here going through? Yep, they went through. I do have a sell order in here. And I'm not going to sell this. I just threw it up there just because I was messing around with this thing because I never put a sell order in before. And you can see I put the sell price at 0.008, which is over $3 per Asimi. But I just did that really for testing purposes. But that's why that order's in there. I'm not going to actually sell that Asimi. I guess if somebody bought it, I couldn't stop it, but I would just go back in and buy more. Okay, so 123 Asimi. I'm going to click on it. It's 0.00044. You guys, you want to sell your 123 Asimi? Frank Calabro Jr. is going to buy it. Here we go, guys. I just bought it. Order created. There it goes. Look how fast it's going to fill. Watch this. It's going to fill almost instantaneously. See the buy order? You guys watch that. I'm going to click on this next one. 15 Asimi. Somebody needs 15 Asimi at 441. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to buy that 15 Asimi. How much was that? How much did we spend? 441. Same price, I guess. $1.68 times 50. That's not $15 or whatever it was. What have you. $20 in Asimi is ridiculous, guys. People selling People selling Asimi that's cheap. And here's one, 38 Asimi. I mean, come on now. This is ridiculous. 38 Asimi. People are killing me, man. Let me just buy that one. 38 Asimi. I'll buy your 38 Asimi. Here's one, 5 Asimi. Holy. I mean, I don't understand what this is going to do, man. 5 Asimi. Like, why would you not just stake this Asimi so you can participate and mint more Asimi? And by the time you see this video, it might be, there might be more people down here buying. Eventually, there's going to be way more buyers than sellers. Of course, it's going to happen, guys. Of course, it's going to happen. It's inevitable eventually. More and more people are going to figure out that you make more Asimi by staking the Asimi, and then you can also make more by purchasing Asimi and then buying advertising and taking that advertising and turning it into cash, turning it into sales. That's the bigger picture, guys. The bigger picture is by buying advertising and taking that advertising and turning it into cash. I'm going to tell you guys something right now. I've made multiple 7 figures. Everybody knows it. Nothing multiplies money faster than advertising. Nothing. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the product is. I don't care if it's real estate. I don't care if it's Forex trading. I don't give a crap what it is, guys. Nothing multiplies money faster than advertising. I took $1,250, and in 28 months to the day, I turned that into $1 million cash in hand, and I did that in advertising. You tell me where in the world you can take $1,250, fast forward 28 months, and you've got $1 million cash in your hand, where you can do that, what market you can do that in. Tell me, show it to me, because I'll get involved if you can show me that, okay? I promise you I'll get involved if you can show me that, man. Nothing multiplies money faster than advertising. These sellers, they don't get that. They don't get that. Whoever these people are, and a lot of these people, obviously, they're selling like 30 Asimi, and it's just ridiculous. 50 Asimi. I mean, there's very few big orders in here of people. There's 485. There's very few big orders up here as far as sellers. It's a buyer's market, man. Like, you can come over here and just buy this stuff up, man. Just grab it. Dirt cheap, man. Dirt cheap right now. It's a fire sale. It's a clearance sale. So that's going to be pretty much my 30-day review video for the past month of February, guys. That was just March 1st. March 1st, pull that up one more time. You guys can see. And there it is, guys. I mean, we truly have got an extraordinary situation here the time this video is being made, because there's a lot of Asimi that's up for grab, okay? And you can see I'm actually minting more and more and more every day. And I'm not the only person experiencing this. This is my own personal experience, my own personal results. But I'm not the only person that's experiencing a jump, because the freebie seekers have been weeded out, okay? Now we've got all buyers that are minting. They actually locked up their Asimi. You're not buying. And what I mean by buyers, I mean it's a buyer's list. People that have staked their wallets. Those people that have locked up their Asimi for 365 days and to secure the network, to stake the network, they're now minting more Asimi, guys. And like I said, we can take this, buy more advertising, or you can mint more. Yeah, you can actually take your coins and make more coins and make more coins and make more coins. You guys get that? You guys following that? I think you guys understand what I'm saying, right? Yeah, man, it's pretty awesome, right? You make money on top of money on top of money. And the biggest opportunity is going to be the first 4 years, because this number, as you can see, is going to be cut in half. Okay, so the biggest money in any market is always made in the first few years. Will fortunes be made here? Well, probably. Yeah, probably so. Will fortunes be made here? Yeah, probably so, right? We don't know the price of Asimi as far as what it will go to eventually. Nobody can predict the future. Nobody knows. But in my opinion, right now, it's a fire sale. It's a clearance sale. It's a buyer's market. And when everyone's selling, you know I'm going to be buying, man, because it's going to reverse. Of course it's going to reverse. It's inevitable that it's going to be reversed because our database is growing. Okay, our database is growing, so it's inevitable that it's going to reverse, and there's a limited supply each and every single day. Eventually, supply is going to dry up, and there's going to be more people that are wanting Asimi than available, and that's going to drive the price up. It's simple mathematics, simple marketing, supply and demand. Simple, guys, simple stuff. I don't need to get into all that. You guys get all that. All right, that's going to conclude the February 2019 review for Hashing Ad Space. This is a pretty exciting, very exciting cryptocurrency ecosystem. We got this real utility coin called Asimi, and I suggest you guys do your own due diligence and take a close, hard look at this. All right, that's going to conclude this particular review. Frank Calabria Jr. signing off. Thank you.